So first of all, tell us about the event. What do we have going on today?
It's a state high school wrestling championships. It's been here. This is our 13th year. We were there 3 years at the Joe. We've been here for 13. We're going to extend for another 10. It's the largest high school state tournament in the United States for this concept, and they're happy to have us, and we're happy to be here.
So can you tell me your name and kind of what your position is here?
My name's Ron Nagy. I'm the tournament director. I helped design this concept and presented it to the MHSA, and they basically wanted to put 4 divisions under one roof. So we designed that format to make it work at this facility, which has been honestly the best venue we could possibly have.
Okay. So what are your priorities when trying to pull off an event like this? What goes into it? What matters most?
Getting the amount of the people, the staff put together. It's 165 people it takes to run this venue. Getting the mats, all the tournament staff put together. Just making sure all the logistics of the tournament is ready to go. Once the tournament starts, pretty much self-running.
Okay. All right, and then I guess the question would be, why wrestling? Why are you into wrestling? Why? I wish I did on sound. Why wrestling?
I started wrestling in 1960 when I was 8 years old, and I've been in it ever since. 54 years. This is my 54th year wrestling. I love it. I referee. I still referee a lot. I run an association made up of 80 officials, and this is just part of my passion.
Okay. And now, can you tell us a little bit about the Sterilaser? Why do you guys use it? Why do you have it here at this event?
Well, we used to use bleach and clean the mats with the mops and everything else, but we never could clear the bacteria off the mats. The Sterilaser seems to basically take all the germs off the mats and alleviates any possibility of anybody catching any bacterial infections.
Okay. So how important is student-athlete safety for both wrestling and for
It's the #1 priority. That's why we have the Sterilaser and the best medical staff in the country at this event. Well, we have 8 physicians and probably 24 ATCs, which is trainers, on hand throughout the entire tournament. It's probably the best medically staffed event in the United States. Sterilaser is another aspect of that, which is trying to, again, go back to safety for the athlete, keeping the bacteria off the mat so they don't catch any infections.
What would you say to, if I'm a parent of a wrestler, what would you say to me, why should I get a Sterilaser maybe? Why should I encourage my athletic program to get one?
I think every athletic program should have a Sterilaser because they don't realize the importance of the disinfectant. They try cleaning it with old mops and old bleach, and it mops it up, but it doesn't take it away. The Sterilaser disinfects it and alleviates it.
That's huge. Do you have any kids who wrestle?
Both of my kids wrestle. My grandson wrestles.
Okay.
Yes, and anything that the Sterilaser has been attached to it, I feel positive and safe that they're not going to catch anything from it. So.
That's great. All right, so where are we at? Why are you here?
Well, this is, again, it's the MHSAA State Individual Wrestling Tournament at the Palace. The state has been using our machine to disinfect the mats for the 6th season. Chose it over mopping just because it's more effective, and you can do it with a greater frequency as opposed to mopping once in the morning and wrestling all day long. They'll actually go out and disinfect mats after every round of wrestling.
Okay. Now you're here for Sterilaser, but you're also a coach, right?
Yes, coach at Rochester Adams High School. I have 2 wrestlers in the tournament this year. Hoping good things for them, so it'll be a great event.
Yeah, so you're here, you have the coaching aspect, you have the like student-athlete safety aspect. Can you tell me a little bit about your story? What was the genesis of the Sterilaser? Why, coming from a wrestling coach, how do you all of a sudden become Sterilaser?
Well, it just, with the growing concern, especially over the last decade, with what they call the super bugs, the MRSAs, and that in our sport, because there's a lot of skin-to-skin contact and a lot of skin-to-mat contact, these viruses and bacteria are a very big deal in wrestling. And there's kids that miss huge chunks of the season because they have impetigo or ringworm or MRSA. We're just trying to cut that out as much as we can.
Okay, how'd you come up with the idea?
My partner, I'm in the lighting business, so it kind of related to what's going on here. He had a lot of experience in mechanical design, and we put our heads together and came up with Sterilaser.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about the Sterilaser versus a mop and bucket?
Yeah, the typical when a mat gets mopped, they get a bucket full of a chemical solution. The proper way to do it is you go out and you mop the mat, and the mat stays saturated for 10 minutes. And then you go out and you wipe up all the residue. And then, there's EPA ways you're supposed to get rid of what's inside the bucket. With the Sterilaser, we can disinfect a 40-foot by 40-foot mat, which is the size of one of these mats that are here today, in about 4 minutes. And the mopping way takes about 45 minutes. So what they can do is, like I said, they can go out after every round of wrestling and kill all the germs on the mat, as opposed to having that huge time investment in the morning and just letting, there's 800 plus kids here wrestling this weekend. So that's a lot of skin to mat contact that's going to happen here this weekend.
Absolutely.